And ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to the 2022 BCA World Championships. This is the Gold Division hot seat match. This is an exciting one, man. This is when it starts to heat up. A couple really competitive players here in the Gold Division, Randy Talarico and Carlin Kidder. Randy out of Livermore, California, and Carlin out of Reno, Nevada. This is going to be an exciting one. I know both these players. I don't know either one of them very well, but I know one of them well enough to get put on the bottom side by him. Randy played a terrific set against me earlier. Good player and an even nicer guy, so hopefully he has a good match here. Carlin is somebody that, yeah, I've known through the internet and just finally got to meet. Part of our pool community, so excited to see what happens here. Again, the winner of this match will go to the finals, and the loser of this match guaranteed third? Guaranteed third. Yes. So they will be waiting for the winner of the loser's bracket, and they will have a chance to win that much to go to the finals to try and double dip the winner of this. There we go. Worked it out. Going for Randy. Oh, James, it's funny you say that. I kind of saw your comment and you mentioned Randy, but I have a hard time rooting for either player. I think they're both gonna have equal rights to the throne. I do wish it was me playing, and there's a piece of me and probably my ego that's like, yeah, you want to be able to say you got beat by the guy that won it all, but the truth is he played better than me in that particular match, but I'd be glad to match up with him. I think that we have very competitive skill levels. But a very, very good player. He breaks really strong. He also brought a magic rack, which is something that I preach and didn't bring to my match. And he brought a magic rack and, as legally required, allowed me to use that with him. Wow, my mom out there navigating the CSI bracket. This is a huge win for the Habner family. Nice work, Mom. That's funny. But yeah, Randy is a good, diligent shooter, somebody who really takes his time, very particular about the way he does things. And if you're playing bar box 8-ball, that's exactly the kind of player you need to be successful. So even has a system for measuring where he places the cue ball when he's breaking, which I think is really interesting, and I like it. I meant to ask him about it, but I was a little too caught up in everything. Too caught up in losing. I kid. I give myself a hard time, but really I'm not too caught up in it. I had a good run at it, and it ain't over yet. I play again tomorrow at noon, so hopefully I'll get a chance to get back in it with these guys. But what a tournament he's had. Randy just rolling forward to the 13. I think he might have wanted a little more out of that. I think he probably wanted to play the 15 to the side and up to the 12. All right, looking like he's going to have to just draw this ball back and around. So draw to that right side rail, back out. And I think that's going to work out just fine for him. A lot of us do that. We get kind of out of line and we're like, oh, God, what do we do? But he's got plenty of room to work. Crafty shooter. In fact, I'm probably going to leave the 12 for my last ball. That's a great key ball. Not sure how much I like the 14 to the 12 or to the 10. Sorry, the 10 to the 14 transition. Like he's leaving, but I mean that's a fine way to go. The only reason that I am not a huge fan of that is you got to hit a really thin piece of this 10 ball to get over to the left side rail and then back out for the 14. But it is real natural shape. I guess that's kind of why I don't like it. It's real easy to get caught up behind that ball. He just hit that ball a little fat. Luckily, he still has that 12 ball. So, I mean, dead straight. He's going to have a little more work to do off that 14, but, I mean, he's just fine. Important thing here is to not punish yourself for making an error that there's no sense in dwelling on. It's really easy to get stuck on that. But Randy, a very easygoing guy. one of my favorite opponents that I played this entire event. And he beat me pretty handily. All right, looks like he's planning on drawing back to that third from the top diamond there. You don't need to get a lot on this ball, but you want to get something. You don't want to be at a, 70-degree cut. So got a lot more than he wanted there. But again, drew into a position where it doesn't really matter too much. He's dead in on that 8-ball. 8-ball, upper left-hand corner pocket. And Randy about to take a 1-0 lead. Excellent shooting there. It's going to bring Carlin to the table. That was a break and run there for Randy, if you're keeping track at home. Again, that was Randy Talarico out of Livermore, California. Big Win 8-ball is his name. The Pine Street Bar. Wants to give a big shout out to his son Vinny, his daughter Jessie and Taylor, his mom Marilyn, his sister Judy, and Paulette. He says thanks a bunch to all of you. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Carlin's break. Whoops, my bad. Well, that brings Randy back to break for game number 2. His opponent there, Karlin Kidder. He is in the USA shirt out of Reno, Nevada. He plays Sierra Nevada BCAPL out of Bulldogs Billiards, and he wants to give a big shout out to his wife, Desiree. So hopefully you're tuning in out there. For anybody tuning in out there, share that link, hit that like button. Let us know you're enjoying the stream. This is Summerfield or Boombox with Bad Boys TV. Brought to you in part by Littman Lights, Diamond Billiard Products, OB Custom Cues, Break and Run Trucking, and all of you. You guys are the reason we're here. Keeping pool alive. Pool is cool. Thanks for tuning in. All right, we're going to see this break measuring system here. So in the crook of his hand, well, that was more than it was the last time, but looked like he had, okay, so he had his thumb a cue ball distance away from the rail, and then he put the cue ball on the opposite side of his thumb and then rolled the cue. So he's going for a cue ball width off the rail. And he lines up draw and then hits a high ball here. And I tell you, this is not showing what a good break he has had. But again, the solids are looking pretty good here. I don't want to be stripes, but I mean, you're one breakout away from running this. I guess that 6 doesn't go right now. So you're probably going to have to start with the 1. I don't see much of an option there. You could start with the 12, but that's not going to happen. So the 1's going to lead you to the 7. The 7's going to break the 3. Yep. Tricky. That's going to be a hard one to get out. I'd be calling Sam for that one, especially with everything tied up like that. I don't think I'd be wanting to do it on my own. Guess he's just going to leave it. So probably a little low left on this one. He's going to use a fuller ball on the 1 ball to throw, or that left English to throw that ball right so he can contain how far left the ball travels. Wow, so he just wanted to draw into it right then. I'm a little surprised, but I think it freed up the 3 ball. I think he's got a cut on it. I think, again, I look totally incorrect about that. I don't think he can see the 3 ball. So it looks like he's going to have to play the 2 next. Walking over to check that out. Carlin Fan Club lining up out there in the chat room. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Yeah, I don't think he left himself the window. I think he overran that. He does jump the ball pretty well. So may elect to take the jump shot. It's close. This monitor may be lying to me. He might be able to see that 3 ball. The combo's there, but that's a really risky shot. And it's going to break everything out. At this point, I got to start feeling like I'm not getting out of this rack. I think the offensive shot, if he can see the 3 ball, there's still a chance. The way he's shooting it, it looks like he can. All right, so nudges that 8 ball, gets some separation. I think he's got, what I don't like about this is that he's going right into that 15-9, and it's just hard to say what's going to happen. It doesn't look like the cue ball will be making contact with the 5-6. You're kind of relying on, the 15 to catch the 5 to open it up. That's pretty tough. Gosh, I'm going to stop talking about my match at some point, but my last game I played a breakout and just tried to push through it, and I pushed this ball just into a total trouble area. I tried to take a Z-bank. It was embarrassing. It didn't go so well. So let's see what he's going to do here. He might have a window through to that 5 ball too. Yeah, it looks like he's just going to push through. Or maybe just try to break those balls and not really deal with the 5-6, but just get between them afterwards. I think he was hoping to push all 3 of those kind of off to the side, giving himself the cut. Well, here's where you start thinking about real creative safeties. I like kicking off the right side rail off the bottom side of the 5 and hoping to rest on the, just like that. There you go. You got to catch that ball, though. All right, giving Carlin ball in hand here. Yeah, thanks for joining us out there in the chat room. Like I said, please like this stuff. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you guys are interested in us letting you know every time we go live. We're going to be bringing live pool to you all week long. I'm here forever. I'm here through a week from Monday, so if you're into live pool, there's going to be a lot of it coming your way. Yeah, Carlin right to start there, so looking at 15-9, maybe 15-11. I think I like 15-9, 11, 13, 12 here. Got a little more of an angle on the 9 than he might have wanted for the 11. But again, I mean, there's so many ways to crack this egg. He can pop out for the 13 next. He can draw into those balls. I do think that's what he was doing, though. He wanted to just be pretty straight on the 9 to just draw it back just a little bit. So coming up for the 11. All right. Overran that just a little. It's really his first time at the table. Okay, just come straight across and still take that 11 in the side. That's a nice shot. And this is another one where you're gonna make contact with that 8 ball, so really try to push through to get to that bottom side of the 12. I don't think he's gonna draw around and take the 12 in the upper right-hand corner pocket, although maybe he will. The hard thing about pushing through this is that if you clip the 8 ball, and maybe you're not. Maybe you can get around that. I was gonna say clipping the 8 ball can push you right in the side, but it looks like he might be okay. He just wants to get forward and up to the, no, he's drawn back. Great shot. All right, Carlin Kidder here. 2 shots away from taking it to 1-1. So yeah, gonna see some low outside here. Not enough low to scratch. You want that outside to catch and bring you back towards the foot. And just laying up nice and easy. Very nice shot. Nice touch. Excellent shooting. Beautiful. A 1-1. We got ourselves a match here. And Carlin back to break. Well, this has been an awesome event so far. I have loved it. Winning or losing, it's awesome to be here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Like we said, these guys are playing the winner, guaranteed second place with a $5,500 payout. First place in this division, $9,000. So, a big match here compared to third place at $3,000. So, big swing here. And you got to think these guys are trying to not think about the cash, but it's got to be on your mind. That's actually the first time I looked at the paid out, and my stomach sunk, or my heart sunk into my stomach even a little bit more. Hey, Sheldon LeBeau right there. I tell you what, the best table tech and cue maker in the Lane County area. My favorite cue maker around, and yeah, just somebody who does more for the sport of pool than about anybody out there. So a lot of love to him. Another member of the Table Stable, our local stomping grounds for pool. Here, a better result this time for Carlin on the break. Yeah, seriously, Snooker, very nice payday. I'm so married to starter balls that I'm just like, oh yeah, well, these solids. And I don't see a lot. I guess you could look at, the combo there. Yeah, I think one's a good place to start. I think he might be. I thought maybe he was going to come back across and hit it. Doesn't look like the 6 goes in the upper left-hand corner pocket. Maybe in the left-hand side pocket. That's just the ball that I would have been thinking about. And a little persnickety there in the upper right-hand corner, too. If you can, I'd almost drawn to that 6 ball now. All right, so getting on the 3 ball. I like Carlin's game, not forcing anything, playing nice and simple. So 3 to the 5 or the 7. I'm not sure if he's, is he really trying to hit that gap between the 8-13 for the 6 ball? Is there something that I don't see? I'm sure there is, but it's kind of finicky to get around the 4 and not get in trouble. All right, so shooting over a ball, but he'll be fine. Definitely want to make sure you get off the rail here, so as much as you just want to baby this ball in, you kind of got to push through it. It's a good-looking cue he's got there. Gets out. He is. He's just, that's a very confident player right there. Somebody who really believes they can get themselves dead straight, and he's just leaving for that little window between the 8-13. Wow, perfect. Couldn't be much better. He's got a little too much of an angle to hold for the 8, though. I guess I kind of like drawing off this ball and then cutting the 8 in the side there, in the right side. But I think if he draws, I think he's going to draw between the 13-12. It also looks like he could just roll forward and cut the 8 in the upper left-hand corner pocket. And the way he's been shooting, that may be the case. He could also play the 6 down there, and yeah, he's drawn. Is that cue ball? Oh, just laying up. There you go. Not forced anything. There's nothing worse than not having a shot when you know you could have had a shot, even if it's a hard shot. I'm going to kill that camera. It's robbing you of good footage. It's always at the worst moment, too. Well, you guys, I lied to you last time and said it was a break and run. It wasn't, but that, my friends, is a break and run, and how it's done here at 8-Ball. Here at the 2022 BCA World Championships. All right, Randy drowning those balls. He likes to take him out. Gets his magic rack set, lines them all up on that bottom rail. I'm telling you, he's a meticulous dude. And like I said, I don't mean that in any kind of bad way at all. I mean it I think that's what it takes in this game to be a quality barbox 8-Ball player. Speaking of barbox 8-Ball, old Stan Tarango is here. I haven't seen him in years. One of the better barbox 8-Ball players in the Northwest and probably America. So wonderful seeing him. Yeah, I like how he does this. Peels them off a couple at a time. Got the 8-Ball in the center. And Randy's got a little fan club himself. I haven't seen him here in the chat room, but he had a bunch of people crowded around his table. You can tell just a really likable guy, really endearing player. And I would imagine he's showed a lot of people a lot of things because he's got a lot of knowledge about this game. So here we go. Yeah, measuring system. I like it. I have definitely never seen that. So it looks like that rack is a little twisted. I don't think he did so intentionally. His break has been going very well. So like I said, lines up low, but hits high on the ball. So you'll see him hit that foot rail. And most people are trying to hit that second ball, draw off it to the side rail, and back through to not get there. He's just going from the rack to the right side rail to the bottom rail. And boy, has it been going well. I mean, I haven't been making a ball and getting a spread like that consistently at all this weekend. So he only made the 4 stripes, huh? That's pretty wild. Yeah, this is... Oh, Ryan Huntoon does? Sorry, I'm responding to Sheldon here in the chat room. Apparently our friend Ryan measures his cue ball to the rail before breaking. I've never seen that. I like it. Does he use the thumb style? He's not going to like that. Oh, man. That's a rough roll. But again, that he was kind of just trying to get around those balls. I feel like he hadn't really picked a spot, and that's not like him. And missing that ball. One uncharacteristic miss there for Randy Talarico. And bringing Carlin Kidder back to the table with ball in hand. 3 balls on the table. Does that 9-ball go on the side? Maybe. Maybe. I think that's... I guess you're probably lining up on the 11 and drawing into that pack. Yeah. I like that shot. So kind of hoping to get right through there. Just bump that 9. What a pretty shot. Karlin Kidder, man. You're not kidding me. That's pretty bad. Karlin looks pretty straight here. No, it looks like he can get to that right side rail. So just do that push out for the 10 in the upper left-hand corner pocket. Oh, or the side. All right, so you see the 2-ball moving. 2-ball moved a foot and a half. Randy has the option to either put that ball back or to leave it where it is. And he's electing to leave it where it is. It's on, oh, never mind, coming to the table. All right, Carlin confidently looking up table at the upper left-hand corner pocket. Looks like he's just going to either stop that ball or draw it back a little bit. Yeah, Edward, fatigue is a very real thing. I'm sitting on my butt here back in the commentating booth, and I'm fatigued from my 9 a.m. match, so I'm sure these guys are feeling the same way. I didn't see a lot of fatigue in Randy earlier, though. A spry guy for sure. And boy, oh boy, you're not seeing a lot of errors here from Carlin Kidder. Shooting great. Carlin with a little handicap disadvantage here, or a Fargo disadvantage, but taking a 3-1 lead. And breaking. Wowzers. Sounds like Randy's going to head to the bathroom. Carlin Kidder with one of those Jam Up Apparel jerseys. Pretty sweet. Made by the one and only Northwest famous Damian Pompenek. The Damians, multiple Damians. Nope, never mind, I misheard. He's not heading to the restroom. So Carlin to break here. Carlin ran a pretty soft break there, but pocketing a couple balls. And looks pretty good. Good look at a couple balls. I think I'm looking at solids here, but stripes are definitely an option also. James, I don't know the full Fargo spread, but I believe it's about 540 to close to 600. Monster break, get time to recollect his thoughts. Yeah, that's definitely not the way BCA and CSI rules are played there, Emilio. I hear what you're saying, but it didn't actually affect the game. It didn't affect any other ball on the table, and that's how they decide what fouls are. So you can touch a ball with your hand or your cue accidentally, but if it makes contact with another ball or the cue ball, that's when it becomes a foul. Trying to get through there, gets a nudge on there. Oh man, and stays alive. I had a couple really, really unfortunate scratches. I can't say unlucky. I mean, I did them, but unfortunate scratches in my match earlier. That was a heartbreaker. But catching that point, staying alive on the wrong side of this 5 ball. I don't think it Might pass the 10. I think he's got to back cut this ball, though. Awesome, Emilio. Thanks for tuning in, man. Oh, and missed a ball. I think that's the first ball we've seen Carlin miss. And it's easy to do. Those back cuts are easy to take for granted. And giving Randy a chance to get back to the table, get something going. I like to draw into the 11 ball here just to kind of control my speed. My starting ball is the 9 ball. So I'm going to start with the 9 and kind of draw between that 9 or 11, 8. The only problem with that is if you get right between them and slip through. So yeah, I'd want to concentrate on one of those balls, ideally the 11 ball, because I want the 11 on the right side of the table. Interesting point Hank brings up. Like I said, Randy is a very diligent player and somebody who's very meticulous and particular about the way things go. And I didn't pay attention to any kind of pattern racking, and I really doubt that he is intentionally. But that's something we can keep an eye out for. That's one of the only rules left here about racking an 8 ball. There's no like stripe and solid on the corner or anything like that. You just can't pattern rack. So nothing the same way consistently. And we can thank Corey Duell for that one. If you haven't checked out the hacks on Corey Duell's 8 ball break online, they're pretty incredible. Well, I don't see that coffee showing up there, Jeff. But I appreciate it. I do apologize. I'm the only one up here right now, and it's been a long one. I don't do 9 a.m. very well, but thank you for hanging in there with me. I do apologize. Not very professional of me, but I've rarely been accused of that. So if you like the Bad Boys stream, it's probably not going to be for our professionality. But we appreciate you guys tuning in. Not sure what Carlin's looking at here. I wonder if he called that. Wow. What a pretty shot there for Carlin Kidder. Looked very intentional. Really didn't pay off, though. Was probably meaning to bump those balls, but just got hooked on that 9. Kind of running out of options here, too. You almost got to kick and try and make this 2 in the right side. Old school. Well, I'm glad we contributed to a good evening for you. That's awesome. Wow, and drills it. Ladies and gentlemen, you are just not seeing a lot of errors being made here by Carlin Kidder. That is, I mean, it should be a really elementary kick shot, but that's under pressure. That's a hard shot to make, and he just drilled it like it was nothing. Hits that ball nice and thin. Boy, unfortunately, I mean, that's what you wanted to do to make sure you don't get stuck down there, keep that line straight, but just overrolled a little bit. But he's in perfect position here. Just a straight high ball to get back up table for this 8 ball in the lower right-hand corner. Yeah, old school, I hear you. I just taking that long rail bank combo like that, that's a tough shot. That ball wasn't hanging in the pocket at all. Oh, and he got a little bit of outside there. Shouldn't be any problem for him, though. He's got a little bit of a back cut, but he'll be fine. Man, thanks for all the love out there, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. Again, if you get a chance and you like what you're hearing, hit that like button. Hit the notification button if you want us to let you know when we go live, because we're going to be doing it all week long. Tons of great pool coming up here at the 2022 BCA World Championships. Oh, no way did that ball go in. No way. Sorry, I tried to hit the replay button. I can't believe that happened. That was a weird shot, though. A little bobble on the 8, and then, I mean, to catch that point and scratch, that's a really unfortunate roll there for Carlin. It's to go up 4-1. Whew, that hurts. All right, that's bringing Randy back to the table. Well, I will be curious to see this rack pattern. That is one of the things you got to watch for in this. There's so many rules now written about. Oh my gosh, and I think you might be right. I got to take a picture here. So if this is indeed, yeah, I think that's had 4 stripes on the left side of the back row. Oh, okay. Cool, yeah, I just snapped a picture. I'll do it again next time. Again, none of this is casting aspersions on any player. All we're doing is keeping track of it. Again, though, you see pretty good evidence of stripes being pretty wide open. A larger spread this time, though, for everything. And again, that topspin on that break really just works so well. I'm blown away. I'm kind of coming back to the second ball break. I tried it for a while, but I just have such poor cue ball control that I end up off the table sometimes doing it. But I've been trying to hit the ball not as hard with more control, and I've been liking the second ball break, but I've never tried that top spin, and I really like it. I saw a third ball break that was working pretty well. All right. Getting back at it. Sorry. Tuned out for a minute there. We're back. We're live. BCA World Championship. Banking the ball? Is he? No. So just playing safe there. And that 14 leaking out. That's not great. playing a safe of his own. Pretty nice shot there. Doesn't look like that 6-2 is wired in the corner. 6 doesn't pass the 8 to go on the side. 2 doesn't pass the 8 to go on the side. 5 ball does go to the side, but nothing doing if you make it. Yeah, he's going to have to come up with something. Yeah, this is not easy. He's really come up with some great shots, though. Yeah, boy, just making any of these balls doesn't pan out very well. All right, I kind of like coming off the 6 ball, knocking the 2 ball down table to hopefully block the upper right-hand corner pocket, and trying to find a ball to get behind. He's calling a pocket. Is he calling the 6 ball bank? Well, Hank, I hear what you're saying, but the truth is any of those skills are really just in no way. Get in the hole. Carlin Kidder is unstoppable right now. What a shot. Wow, clearing the area, drills that bank. Amazing shot. All right. I like playing the 7 now. I know it's. I just don't think playing the 2 gets you to anywhere. You're jacked up over the 11. And I get that the 7 looks like it's going to no man's land too, but that 2 is hanging right out by a pocket. I like playing off the right side of the 7 ball into the right side rail. And I mean, you got to play with a bunch of low right. But this is definitely tricky. Let's see what he comes up with. He can try and draw into the side rail and straight back out, but I don't think he's going to catch enough. No, he's following it. He's going to try and hit inside that. All right, just leaving himself the long shot on the 2. Did he get there? Oh, yeah. What a smart shot, man. Yeah, highlight reel. I hope I got that. That was such a great shot. Yep. On these 7-foot tables, that's the way to do it, too. I don't think he was trying to use that 13 as a blocker ball. He just overhit that ball. He's going to have to go to the jump cue. Speaking of highlight reel, here we go. Carlin lining up that jump. Going with a very elevated dart jump. I'm surprised to see that. Not successful in making that ball. And again, an incredible opportunity here for Randy Talarico. We you're fine. Yeah. You. Not sure what Randy's got going on here. Randy grabbing his bridge out. It appears referees may have been called to a match over here on our left. Over there, another player that I played earlier. Nice gentleman out of Alaska. Quality player. Well, it worked out all right. Randy did not really want to touch that ball, but worked out okay for him. He's got a lot of options out here, but sometimes that can be trouble. Looks like looking to play in the 11 ball. That really is kind of your only precariously placed ball, except for the 12-10. Coming all the way down, probably taking the 10 next. Yeah. Yeah, and aside from that, I mean, ideally ending with like the 13, 9, 14. 14's a great key ball. Yeah, Steve, I agree. Oh boy, Jeff, I hear you. We got jokes, but you don't want to joke with an Alaskan pool player. I mean, they're good humored as well, but there are some incredible players up in Alaska. I've gotten beat by several of them myself. A guy named Mo took me out of more money than I've ever lost in pool, I think. I was down a bunch before I realized I shouldn't even be playing this guy. Very casual, super sweet guy. Yep. Okay, so Randy looks like he wants to use the 9 ball. So he's trying to roll forward off this 13 down to the 14. Use the 9 as the key ball. I like the 14 as a key ball because I don't have to travel quite as much on my last shot. But, I mean, we're playing connect the dots at this point. So whatever works for you. Very nice shot. Probably just going to stop here. Oh, no way. Oh. Wow. Well, I'm really surprised to see that. Randy giving up a game here. That happens to the best of us. And somebody mentioned fatigue earlier, and sometimes it's not even physical fatigue. Sometimes it's just mental fatigue. You have these little lapses, and man, little lapses can kill you real quick here in this short race. Racing to 5, Carlin taking the lead, and he's breaking. Well, a huge turnaround there for Randy Talarico. Instead of 3-3, we're at 4-2. He's got to be kicking himself. Texas Q, thanks for tuning in. Steve, old school, all you guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah, this is Boombox here with Bad Boys TV. We're here at the 2022 BCA World Championship here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the fabulous Rio Hotel and Casino. They've even got a swimming pool, although they don't have a waterfall anymore. That was my favorite part of this place. They had a waterfall in their swimming pool, and I loved it. We're brought to you by OB Custom Cues, best cues on the market, Diamond Billiard Products, Mike Littman over at Littman Lights, John Dawson with Break and Run Trucking, and mostly by all of you. Thanks so much for tuning in. Asking about Fargo rating. Yes, that's their Fargo next to their name there. Both these guys probably standing to see those Fargos jump up a little bit after having a tournament like this. These guys went straight through the winner's bracket. Nice break there. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. 2 down. One of each. No, I did that wrong. 3, 6, 3 down? 3, 6, 9, 12, 3 down. All right. Yeah, boy, what do you want? I want to be stripes here. Yeah, I think he's, it's crazy, but you get 8-ball brain going and you start looking at this opening shot on the, what is that, 14? Whatever it is leading to the 14. The 15-14 as, like, that's just the shot. And, I mean, it's not a hard combo, but it's an off-angle combo. I mean, it's a very missable shot. Far smarter shot, starting with a 13 ball and then just going to play the 14 to break out that 15. Way better way to go about it. Texas Q wants a Bad Boys shirt, man. Well, I tell you what, we're going to be in Texas in a little over a month, and there will be Bad Boy shirts there. But you can also go to the Billiard Shopping Network, or you can find us here at the Rio Casino. We got our Bad Boys booth set up. That's right, everybody. Hit those thumbs up button. Give us some love. And, again, thanks for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button if you want us to let you know when we go live. I just don't want to get stuck going around the 5. All right, nice. Okay. Whew. I'm getting stressed out up here. Yeah, looking good. The 15 here, kind of a punch draw. You want to stay on the right side of that 12 ball so you can cut the 11 in the upper right-hand corner pocket. When are we in Texas? It's the Texas State Open. There's a big flyer. Let's see if I can find it. We should be pumping that thing on here anyway, shouldn't we? Overran that one, but that 12 ball looks like it goes in the lower, now the lower left-hand corner pocket, now the lower right-hand corner pocket, and I think that's a shot. Big pocket there, using a little bit of it, and that's it. Boy, Carlin Kidder coming out hot. He has made some remarkable shots there. And he is a couple stop shots away here from taking this one down. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Carlin Kidder straight through this winner's bracket. He is guaranteed second place. That match starts tomorrow at 9 p.m. And Randy Talarico, incredible tournament, making it to the hot seat match. This is his first loss, so you haven't seen the end of him. He'll be battling tomorrow to try and get back at Carlin. But again, no losses for him. Whoever makes it through is going to have to beat Carlin twice. And man, when he's playing like that, you're going to have a hard time doing it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here at Bad Boys TV. My name is Summerfield. We are brought to you by OB Custom Cues, Mike Littman at Littman Lights, Diamond Billiard Products, and mostly by all of you. If you're interested in more Bad Boys stuff, let's see. I just found that flyer. It is May 23rd through 29th in Temple, Texas at the Mayborn Center. We'll be down there. We'll also be in Lincoln City, Oregon. That's at the end of April for the Western BCA Championship. Please come find us. Like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We'll be bringing you a ton more live pool for the next week or so. Thanks for tuning in. My name's Summerfield. We'll see you again real soon.